All right. So, as we ended our last session, you guys had... Okay, I say you guys. Maybe I should be more specific here. Rose ended the life of, well, Lucius in quite exuberant fashion. Shortly after that, you guys reached out to Beilal, and she entered Istanbul as though it were a military target, destroying anyone who resisted her. The Brood brutally occupied all major locations, killing and enslaving any kindred that were not under her boot. Under the Brood's banner, civilization, savage as it was, finally came to Istanbul. However, with all this chaos going on, there are still things that can be done, things that need to be tidied up. But for the most part, Beilal has kind of just stated that she doesn't need you anymore. You have done your role admirably. You're allowed to take any sort of property you want to live in. But she doesn't need you. So, we'll start off with Marta.
Yes.
What is Marta doing with this newfound bit of freedom?
Well, it's nights are spent to help secure the worm's nest, reinforcing the building, making sure that surrounding buildings are not potentially hostile. And it's mostly assisting the ghouls with whatever tasks I give them when I need to. But otherwise, I'm just staying home to spin the little nest here. The only other big project that I have to do, and I can't taskmaster out, is trying to decipher whatever research notes I can get my hands on. The ones at the nest, or any others we can scrounge up across the city.
Alright, so your ghouls have... do they have any sort of mechanical value?
So I have a retainer who basically is, the actual leader guy that presumably gets things done, and then I have staff for crafts.
Okay, so your retainer dots, how are they located, so to speak? Are they a more mental ghoul, physical ghoul, social ghoul?
It's a mix of social and mental. Basically, he's the acting figurehead for my character of go get things that I need found. Like,
okay, so how many dots in retainers do you have?
3. And
go ahead and give me a dice roll of 6 for basically his investigation to see if he can turn up any sort of extra documentation.
I rolled. Did it not show up?
I see it saying 2.
Oh, there we go. It finally popped up on my end. All right. So, he's able to actually find... They don't actually look like kindred notes, is the thing. They look more like journal entries from an unknown penman. The only moniker written on there is a couple of notes that were written with the title The Professor. It seems to detail a somewhat undead-like condition, but undead doesn't seem to be a correct terminology here as you kind of peruse these notes. Or, for lack of a better term, it almost seems like you're reading somebody's wannabe fan fiction of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But there are certain words that do ring a bell from the notes that you've read in this worm's nest.
So, this is two separate individuals talking about this condition. I have research material. Gonna investigate this further, see if I can replicate it.
Replicate it how? Because you obviously don't have the exact same materials that they had.
No, but I have time.
All right, so what exactly are you going to be looking for? Or doing?
So, obviously, we don't care about our humanity. So the concept of using this condition to become human again, not entirely what I'm looking for. More of a proof of concept to begin. In essence, going to try the whole create Promethean to metagame it, but these notes, the research notes talks about using these creatures, using this condition. I need the condition first, so I need a subject. So I'm gonna try to make a subject.
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in you as I think about that real quick.
Figured.
The twins.
So, they've been going to two very different locations. One, focusing more on rounding up the stragglers and continuing what the brood originally went there for. And then other nights are spent at a sort of chemical research center. Results have been mixed.
What exactly are these results meant to do?
Making explosions bigger.
Making a bigger, better explosive. All right.
Pretty much, yeah.
What is the reason for these explosions?
It's fun.
All right. So just exploding things for fun.
Pretty much, yeah. The other side is much more considered and planning ahead, and like I say, keeping with the brood's ambitions.
Oh, I see.
Rounding
you
up stragglers.
Also added more fire into Rome. You were there, weren't you? You were in Rome.
Add more fire.
So essentially, you're just kind of mousing with yourself still.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Give me an investigation roll as the chess master. There we go. That was the term you used.
Oh, that's not good. What am I rolling that with?
As the chess master in investigation.
Sorry,
Wits or intelligence?
We'll do wits.
I am going to willpower that because I need something.
One success. He's not. The chess master's not exactly sure why, but he's getting the vague distinction as he continues to investigate some of these odd explosions, because these explosions have been quite random and not directed towards his cause. He's getting an inkling that, like, why is it only places that I have been? Also, I think you're frozen, Jack. Yep.
I think he's lagged out.
Yeah, I think he's completely lagged out. Maximus! We'll move on.
Hi. Maximus. He is going to go back to the east side, other side of the strait, like where the Invictus are.
The
And
west
I'm going
side.
to go-
What's side?
in the is that east, wherever it is, there's a national park there, the Kauni Sultan National Park. I'm gonna claim it for my own, of course, underneath you know, whatever her name was. And I am going to activate Lord of the Land. I am going to give Viti like Pokemon cards, and familiars will be everywhere. They will be my eyes and ears of the city, the sky, for whenever she calls for my usefulness. If I could be useful to her, I will already be in a know. Oh, yes. Buckingham Palace is 90,000 square yards. How big is this forest?
Less than 90,000 square yards.
It's
No, it's not.
And I think also the intent is it's talking about the actual castle itself, not the yard.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you could still get a fairly decent section of forest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you could
Yeah.
still get a big chunk of land.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. How much is it? This is what, 9 Viti and 1 willpower?
9 for the
Yeah.
I'll
highest,
do that. And there's no dice pull. It is instant.
Oh.
Operation.
Well, I wouldn't say
Unweak.
instant. You gotta walk around and spill your
Yeah,
blood and all that.
So,
But there's no dice roll. It's fine.
just like slip my arm to start walking.
Pretty much.
Yeah, all of the other matters beyond that is making sure there's no vampires in the area.
Yeah.
Other supernaturals are fine, but you can't have any vampires.
So
Except for the
essentially,
boss lady.
you become a spirit of the forest almost. Kindred of the forest.
Hey.
Kindred of the forest. What is your wisdom?
The wisdom?
Yes. Kindred of the forest. What is your wisdom? That's it.
All right.
Sorry.
I think we lost Jack again.
Jack.
Oh,
No, he's
no.
still there.
Oh, I'm here.
He's just holding
I'm good.
very still.
All right, so let's get back to the twins. As I was kind of stating, for some reason, the chess master with that role is starting to realize that maybe the problem's him. He's getting, he's definitely not confirmed it, but he's getting a small inkling that it's him.
Okay. So make some mental note. Look into this.
How does he plan on looking into this exactly, though? Is he going to be recruiting any of the clutch, or is he just going to tackle this on his own?
If it's something he'd probably attempt to do on his own, if he's right about this, then The clutch may be on side with the other one.
Ah, so he doesn't trust the clutch.
He doesn't know.
All right. Brewing paranoia there. Rose.
Yes, Rose. What is Rose doing? Well, first, she wants to find if there are any other worms' nests in the city that would be nice to get control of. Use secrets.
All right, give me a investigation roll.
Okay. Investigation with
Wits, yep.
wits. Ooh, 3 successes.
A couple of your nightly hunts to turn up 3 worms' nests on this particular side, which is what would have been the Carthian side, if such things mattered anymore.
Okay. So she'll spend a bit of time making one of those into her little personal nest, her little base of operations, and from there, she's she's gonna be doing some good deeds, technically.
Good deeds?
Technically. She's gonna be hunting for humans of a particular she's hunting for like child traffickers and making examples of them.
All right.
Very, very bloody examples of them.
She's making Istanbul safer for all children.
She's got her own little personal vendetta, so it's a good deed, but she is still very much taking pleasure in the harm of said people. And if she needs to work with, because she will probably need police records and stuff like that for those that are registered.
Mm-hmm.
So she might need some assistance in that if required.
Who would she go to for that insistence?
Who's good with police and detectives and anyone got?
Yes. Somebody does have connections with the police.
Oh yeah. We do have a guy in there. So I guess she'll be going, who was it that made the initial deal? Was it the chessmaster or was it the anarchist?
Chessmaster.
Chessmaster. So she'll try and get the chessmaster when he's out and about.
It's been a few days since you guys have seen each other. And before it's asked, yes, this is after the chessmaster's little eureka moment.
Find him in this sort of location he's kind of hunkered down in, and just having turned one wall into the sort of the web of string.
So she's gonna walk in. What's with all this string? Are you making modern art?
Something an option that I'm exploring. Honestly, don't concern yourself with it.
Okay, well, it looks nice, but I could use your help with something. I remember you had a guy, you had that rookie police officer you made a deal with. I could use a bit of inside information if it would be available.
Very well. I'm sure you could do something for me as well.
Oh, yes, deal. Equal trend, what's the word? I forget the word.
Transaction.
Yes, that's the word. A trade.
Very. Yes.
So I need police records about like child abusers in the area and like human trafficking rings. I need something to hunt. I'm still a bit peeved from earlier in the week, and I need to take it out on something.
Of course. But in return, like I say, there's something I would like you to do for me.
Yes, what do you need? Or is this more like a future favor?
If I ever seem to do something wildly unpredictable, I want you to let me know.
Define unpredictable?
By its very definition, I can't.
Ah. So just something weird then. Well, I see a big wall with strings on it. Does that count?
That is very considered. Like I say, something I'm playing with an idea at the moment, but I want you to tell me when I'm like this, when I'm calm, when I'm considered, and when everything has its own rational place. Will you do that for me?
Sure. I'll just have to, I guess, pay more attention to when you're more calm. Yeah, I could do that.
Thank you. With that, I will take out a phone and I will phone. What's his name? Denise.
Yeah, he had a name, didn't he?
He did, Denise.
Yeah.
How you doing? Kind of at work here, so I will have to make this brief.
I'm going to just quickly check a merit. Where is it? Yes, there's something I need. I'm looking for something of cold cases, things that have maybe gone a little bit quiet as of late. Promised a friend I would look into something for her.
What type of cold case? Do you have like a lead on something?
Potentially.
Well, I'm all down to hear it. I'm actually in the office, so I can search it up.
There's anything you have on in this nature. Like I say, it might lead to nothing. We'll have to see. But there's been talk of my friend has been speaking of tracking down something from her past involving the illegal trafficking of children. Not humans. Sorry, I'm tired. It's quite late. Of children.
Well,
I realize this is quite a sensitive matter.
Yes, and with everything that's happened here recently, I don't know how much information I'm actually going to be able to give you, because obviously we're still putting out a couple of fires here and there. Things have generally calmed down, but the body counts are still being added to. I don't know, there's been a rash of exsanguinations going on. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But
very strange.
I mean, has she already looked at the board of, our website of sexual offenders?
I mean, this is going back quite some time, from what I understand. It's something that she would like to look into. Somebody went missing several years ago. I'm not too sure of the details. I just said that I would call you and ask about any potential. If anything like that sounds familiar.
There have been a couple of missing children cases. I could have the files ready for you. Obviously, completely below the table.
And, of course, I will make it worth your while.
All right, just come by tonight to pick them up.
Hang up the phone and give Rose a nod, say. I think we might have something for you.
Awesome! I've been a little antsy, so I need, something to sharpen my claws on.
We all need catharsis. Shall we? And
Yes.
yeah, we'll make our way to the police station. Get a cab or whatever if there's taxis running.
All right. Doesn't take you too long to get to a police station, or the police station, and meet up with your contact. He has a couple of your standard, like, Nella folders sitting off to the side of his desk that, as he kind of sees you comes in, he kind of moves his arm and brushes them into the trash can. And he kind of looks up and he goes, "Oh, good. You guys are here. If you guys could... My trash is a little full. If you could take it out."
Yeah, of course. Take the whole bag. Leave the station, take out the folders, throw the bag down the street, and just pass the folders to Rose.
Yes.
And everything you need will be in there. Good hunting, little one.
It's gonna be fun. I hope nobody misses them. Well, they'll find them eventually. Some of them. Pieces
I
of them.
suppose that we, all being well and good, we can close the book on a couple of unsolved cases.
Well, they'll probably still be unsolved. That's not really
No. It's a different crime. There will be a new unsolved crime from this, but the original crime...
Yes. So from there, she's gonna go hunting.
She gonna call in any more favors? She has heard that Maximus has kind of set up a nice little network of animals in the region. Squirrels, cats, and the like.
Well, if any of these people are not at home anymore, maybe they can help track them down. Yeah, I'll go visit her in the jungle. How far is the jungle?
You guys were on the
Several hundred miles.
That is actually a pretty fair estimate. You guys are on the Carthian side, so you would have to cross the bridge over to the Invictus side to be able to get to the national park that Maximus now calls home. So it's a decent walk, but you can make it there in a night, even after your visit at the police station.
Well, we make it there, and I might have to spend the day there, maybe, if it's that far away. Do you still want to come, or do you have other things to do?
Yeah, I'm sort of going through my sort of mentally see what Maximus is doing, and it's essentially it's kind of a case of elimination, and can I trust them to be on my side as opposed to his side? So yeah, I'll go along. And
Maximus, you're well aware of their presence within your national park long before they find you. Do you actually want them? Do you want them to find you, or do you just want to ghost them?
I'll head straight to them, but the second they get to the forest, you hear the birds, you hear the squirrels. But the second you guys actually step on the ground, it gets dead quiet. And you feel hundreds of eyes on you immediately. No birds, no nothing, just eyes. Lots and lots of eyes on you. I just jump out of a tree, just like just Superman that just like whoosh.
You live in a tree?
I live technically yes, many trees. What are you guys doing here?
Well, I was hunting a particular prey, and I thought maybe you wanted to join.
Could be fun.
I hear you're good with animals, and maybe they could be helpful in tracking if they moved.
Good is a decent word to use, as I call many animals to me. And a gopher pops up in between your feet, like boop. Yes, and ground animals.
I push it back in the ground with my foot.
It's all like you're like swiping at your foot.
No peeking.
It's I thought something else. I take a look over at the twins, give them a nod. She tagged you along for this little ride too?
Asked me to deal with an associate of mine. Start instigate the chase, if you will.
Okay. One of the squirrels just slowly approaches the twins. It's like a little, swoop with the tail. I'm sorry, I'm just really feeling this whole animal vibe right now.
Disney princess.
Disney princess.
You do realize it's the only tail. It's only the tail that differentiates that from a rat, right?
Swoop. All right, I'm down for a hunt. Tell me what they look like, and I'll get my eyes in the sky.
Oh, well, she opens the first folder and shows you a picture. Some old fat-looking guy, probably.
Old fat-looking guy.
Very creepy-looking guy, I'm sure.
The crows kind of come over and give it a good look, and they just fly off towards the city.
I have to ask, what are crows doing up at midnight? Crows are not nocturnal animals.
Familiar.
Notoriously bad eyesight at night.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez. I'll just send them with a couple of owls.
Owls are always a good choice. I like owls.
Oh, owls, yeah.
Yeah, owls are the better choice here.
They all just come over, sit on your shoulders, sit on your head, just take a look at the files, and just like go off.
So, as we wait for those guys to come back, I feel like we want to come back to Marta here. Has Marta made a decision?
Well, metagaming here, out of game. I DM'd you my initial thoughts after reading through some of the lineages, and some of them just don't make sense. But like metagame wise, it honestly might end up being a Galatid, because the objective here is to make like a perfect test subject, something that I can rely on for further experiments. And the only the lineage about making perfect things is Galatid. And the fact that I'm a vampire and probably going to try to use blood and as much as I can probably makes sense with the fact that their humor is blood.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll. Track down up. Yep, intelligence. To try and find a person that fits the bill.
Man, I wish I had more investigation.
Power. Oh, don't need it.
I gotta conserve my willpower. I might need it.
Well, it has been a week. You could say some's come back, maybe?
So, you have located a individual that seems correct, for lack of a better word.
Just a gut feeling.
However, they are very much quite alive, so that needs to be remedied.
Quickly. Dominate.
Give me that roll. Easily falls under your sway.
Yeah. And just to be safe, Iron Edict as well, just so they listen to me for the rest of the night. You know, just in case I will probably need them to listen to me for the rest of the night. But you're gonna follow me. and I'm going back home.
As they return home. Real quick. Could Envy give me a roll of her blood potency plus perception? Gonna be a nice big dice pool, should be at least.
Said potency plus what again?
Blood potency,
composure.
yeah. Wits,
Resolve, composure. Oh yeah, wits, composure, blood potency.
Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a big dice pool. Hopefully I'll get a good roll. But hey. Okay, no, that wasn't me. Bro. Stop that.
Okay.
5?
I mean, your animals do, it doesn't happen that night, but your animals do return with the information. He is still,
Yay!
he is still within the city, Rose, and you have a description of the location. I just wanted to give you that information before we get back to Marta and her pet subject.
Oh, is it?
No.
Okay. I thought it might be.
So I call up Rose and let her know if she wants to take care of it herself, or you want me to call a hunt.
This one I'll do by myself, if that's okay.
Yeah, not a problem. Just,
I just needed help, tracking him just to make sure that he was still here.
all
Gotta
right.
go have some fun with him.
Anyone else you want me to help you find? You know where to find me. Or I can find you.
Yeah. We'll say I owe you one for this.
Click.
All right, Marta.
Yes. So I gotta ask, how in depth into this the basic metagaming, the Promethean condition, does the professor's notes go into? Like, what am I actually working with here?
You're working with somebody else's experiences, so as the rules of Promethean state, they're helpful, but they aren't a step-by-step guide, and they never will
Yeah.
be.
So I got a general gist of what goes into it, but
Yes.
beyond that, okay. Well, there's no time like the present. I shall put together the cumulative knowledge of my Order Dracul research, gut instinct, and whatever I've learned from these notes.
All right, so I'm assuming you're going to bleed her out, so to speak.
That's the plan. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I have all my whatever instruments I've scrounged together, whatever I've got. I'm gonna make sure the revenants are standing by just in case I need their blood.
You mean ghouls? Or your actual
Yes.
revenants?
So have the other two revenants.
You think I'm letting them go? They're mine.
All right.
Yeah, just off in the corner, just in case I need to steal their vitae real quick.
All right. So I don't think it tells me what role it actually needs you to do.
No, like, there's no rules for the demiurge. Also, realistically, can I just take the free vitae from her to top myself off?
Yes. So, I am gonna actually. What's your highest mental stat? Is it intelligence?
Yeah.
Do you have occult?
Yes.
Intelligence plus occult.
That's not a very high dice pool.
This is an extended action.
Okay.
So what's your total for that?
5.
You're gonna want.
Could
I'm gonna say this. You're gonna want to burn willpower.
Yeah. Can I reasonably make the argument that specialty in Coils of the Dragon might help?
Probably not, because it doesn't have to deal with this. No.
Alright, so how does a willpower affect extended actions?
Gives you +3 for the roll.
Whole
Okay,
roll or
all
just
of the
one roll?
rolls, I think, right?
Okay.
Is it?
I don't remember.
Jack,
Actually, I don't know if it's ever mentioned.
do you happen to remember, Jack? Is it just a single roll or is it all rolls?
On
Extended.
Willpower on extended action.
it's you can use willpower. You have to use it. You can use it for each roll. If you use willpower, you just get it for one roll within the sequence.
So yeah,
Damn.
that's your answer.
Alright. Well, we'll start her off strong with a willpower roll. Uh-oh.
All right. Well,
Don't I take a condition to continue?
I believe so. Let's see, extended actions. Does anybody have extended actions already open?
Yeah, failure. The storyteller will offer you a choice. You can take a condition of her choice or abandon the action.
You want a
So-
condition.
I'm not giving up. Obsession is part of the goal. Is part of the
Obsessive.
plan. Yeah, that.
Yep.
You need the obsession.
So, yep, take obsession.
What does obsession do?
Something on your
It gives you
character's.
penalties. It gives you penalties to anything that's nothing to do with that.
Okay.
But
For
everything that you're trying to do with this, you get 9 again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Here.
I'll take it 9 again. Roll 2 electric boogaloo.
Was that
Roll
with
3.
willpower?
No.
You're gonna. Unless you're burning willpower, you're not gonna make it.
Shit, I'm gonna try. Alright, fine. I'll burn my last 2 willpower on the last 2 rolls. That's it. No more willpower for this character.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Oh.
You got an
Uh-oh.
exceptional success.
Oh yeah, I did. Damn. I had the character sheet covering the chapter.
Just clicking away.
I didn't think I was
So-
gonna succeed.
Now, that means you get to choose on whether you want to reduce the time. Not important. This is free
I
time.
have to reduce the number of successes, honestly.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so I reduce it by my skill dots. So I guess I reduce it by 2. So for a total of 14 successes. Wait, no. Yeah, 14. I can't count, sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, it fails.
Mission failed. Get it next time.
Always fails the first time.
Yeah, that's part of the goal. Have I learned anything useful? Probably not.
You've learned that it.
I've learned what I did was wrong.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
The body is used up.
We're in a city of people. And I have the obsession condition.
You're going after another body.
We're gonna go until I succeed or die. Because I don't think there's any other way to... Yeah, the character sheds or purges her fixation. Once I've started, I'm not stopping.
All right. So go ahead and give me another investigation roll, and I'm going to move back over to Rose.
I was on 9 again and I still failed. F.
So you locate this man's house. How's this going to go down? Because realistically, no single human can handle Rose. There's just
Nope.
it just doesn't work that way.
Let's see.
So, I'm gonna let you go buck wild here. No rolls needed because, as stated, it would be ridiculous to have you roll anything against a human.
Let's see. Well, maybe there could be some social roles.
It depends on how you handle it.
I see.
Yeah, I'm saying combat-wise, no. I'm. There's not even going to be a fight here.
I see what you're saying. All right, let me think here. Is it like a house, apartment?
It's a house. It's a quaint house.
Any lights on?
Not at this time of night. Whoever's in there's probably asleep.
Oh, well.
Just sorry, Rose, did you want some company?
Well, she had told Max that she wanted to do this one alone. I mean, if you want to be her driver for the night.
I just failed to resolve composure, like, after reading the files.
Oh, so you're still chessmaster?
No.
Oh. I see.
So yes, yeah, he's coming whether you want him to or not.
Okay. Well, she could use a driver.
And as you well know, I am a fantastic driver.
The best. As long as we get there. Well, this is the house. All the lights are off. He's probably asleep. So, gives me a couple of options. Do I want to play the weak lost child, help me with my mommy, I don't know where I am, and see if he does anything? Or just play the monster and go in there and stalk him for a bit?
Monster, I know I'm not there, but monster. Let that little Red Riding Hood go.
Yeah, I'm feeling monster. Something's telling me monster.
And if you want, I'll even make you a special offer.
Ooh.
You keep him alive. And I'll let you do something a little bit more spectacular.
Well, him being alive is entirely up to his health. We'll see how much he can take.
Oh.
I'll try to be careful because your idea sounds intriguing. But there will be blood anyway.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
I was gonna suggest like taking out like the electricity for the phones, but most people have cell phones nowadays, so that wouldn't really do much if he calls for help. Well, I could just let him call, and that's just even more panic for him when they don't arrive in time. She's mainly just thinking out loud at this point how she wants to handle this hit.
Well, he calls his friends. Gives you an opportunity to trim the fat.
Mm.
You go for one. You take down his whole little network.
Ah, I should have told them not to come if he calls. Should have told like the police not to come if he calls for help. Dang. I don't have that guy's number. Oh well, we'll just sneak in. Well, I'll sneak in. Do you want to? Are you good at sneaking in?
I'll be here,
Okay.
cooking up a little something.
Okay. Well, then I'll sneak in.
By the way,
Yes.
before you begin, Rose, Give me a wits plus empathy.
Wits.
If you want to resist this, Jack, go ahead.
No, he's ignorant to it.
Okay.
So,
Well, it won't be too high of a roll. Yeah, no successes.
Okay.
I was relying on you, Rose.
Oh, is this for him acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he does something else, I'll allow you to roll again. This is
Okay.
going to be every weird thing he kind of does or says, I'm going to allow a roll for it.
Okay.
This may not be your only chance.
Okay. Well, he's gonna wait here, I guess. So I'm gonna see about getting inside. Check the door.
Locked.
Probably locked. Check some of the windows.
They're going to be locked.
Locked. Is there a second story, or is it just a one story?
It is a 2-story. But realistically, with everything going on, you can reasonably assure that everything's going to be locked up this day and age.
Probably. All right. Well then, let's. Ooh. I have an idea. So I want to, I want to activate my my stuff. What's it called? My predatory aspect, so I can get my claws and stuff out.
Okay.
I want to see if I can cut a hole in the window with my claw. If I can get in.
Absolutely.
Wait.
I'm
Cut a
going to...
hole in the window. And then... Was it loud or high-pitched?
It was pretty screechy. I mean, it's nail on glass.
Alright.
Oh.
So I'll cut the hole, and then I'll kind of step over to the side and wait a few moments, see if I hear anything, if anything happens.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception is unclick that, click that. Would my echolocation do anything for this roll?
I'd say no,
Okay, fair enough.
because you're outside of the house. If you were in, yes.
Alright, one success.
You hear some footsteps as it sounds like somebody's cautiously moving throughout the house.
And then I'm gonna run around to another window,
Do the same thing.
pretty much do the same thing.
Doing that little Jeepers Creepers, like, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over
Yeah.
here.
While you're doing that, I am gonna put a pin in you real quick and touch base with Max.
Oh, okay.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Vampire the Requiem 2nd Edition Bloody Waters, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology. Written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener. If you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, how will you satisfy that thirst? And with what?